All right, let's talk about the future. We are standing at a massive crossroads in e-commerce, a real turning point that's going to separate the people who make it big from, well, everyone else. And it all boils down to one simple choice every entrepreneur is going to have to make.
So, let's just cut to the chase. Think of 2026 as a deadline. And this question right here, it's not just some hypothetical thing to think about. It's about your future, your business, and the path you're going to take starting right now.
Because honestly, there are going to be two camps. On one side, you'll have the entrepreneurs who grab onto AI and use it to move at lightning speed, making game-changing decisions. And on the other side, that's the old school way. Literally drowning in spreadsheets, chasing down supplier emails, and just wasting your most precious resource, your time.
So yeah, this is what this whole explainer is really about. That choice you're going to have to make by 2026. And look, this isn't just about using a new app or some cool new tool. It's about a complete shift in how you think about building a business.
Here's the new reality, plain and simple. The winners in the next few years, they're not going to be the ones who just grind the hardest. Nope. They'll be the ones who move the fastest. E-commerce is evolving, and it's going to reward speed, surgical precision, and decisions backed by actual data, not just a gut feeling.
So what is it that's holding so many talented people back right now? It's this one giant headache that anyone who's ever tried to launch a product knows all too well. It's the manual sourcing bottleneck. You know, if you've ever spent time on a site like Alibaba or IndiaMart, this probably hits a little too close to home. The back-and-forth emails that go nowhere, the constant worry about fake certifications, getting totally ghosted by a supplier you thought was perfect, it's just exhausting. It drains your mental battery down to nothing.
And it all just leads to this one kind of desperate question you end up asking yourself, probably in the middle of the night. Is this supplier even real? It's this deep lack of trust that just poisons the whole old-school process.
But what if you could just sidestep all of that frustration? I mean, completely bypass it. Well, that's where a totally new kind of tool comes into play. Let's talk about Accio. Think of it as your personal AI sourcing agent. And this is the key thing to get. This is not just another chatbot. Accio is being built as the world's very first full-stack AI sourcing agent. That means it's designed to handle the whole shebang, from the first spark of an idea all the way to execution. Now here's probably the best way to wrap your head around what Accio brings to the table. Instead of you being a one-person army trying to do everything yourself, it's like instantly having an entire professional team working for you 24/7. You get product researchers, sourcing agents, a quality inspector, all powered by one AI that literally never gets tired. Okay, so let's dig into the specifics. What can this AI team actually do? Well, it really comes down to a few key data-driven superpowers.
Superpower number one is all about finding that next big thing, your winning product. So instead of just guessing or, going with that "my friend said this would be a cool thing to sell" approach, Accio's scanning real-time data from all over the internet. It's looking at what's trending on Amazon, global growth patterns, even seasonal spikes, to give you ideas that are backed by hard numbers.
All right, superpower number two is where Accio basically becomes your personal lie detector. It digs through decades of sourcing data to properly vet suppliers, checking their history, their certifications, everything. And then it gives you a super simple, crystal clear comparison so you can make a smart choice based on price, how fast you can get it, and real quality metrics. And this is where it gets really powerful. Let me tell you a quick story about the kind of risk we're talking about. So there was this one supplier, and online they looked absolutely perfect. I mean, fantastic reviews, slick photos of their factory, they looked totally legit. But then, when the AI started digging into the background data, it started flagging some major red flags. Little inconsistencies that a person would almost definitely miss. Something just wasn't adding up. And here's the kicker. The company didn't actually exist. It was a complete ghost. A single scan saved an entrepreneur thousands of dollars, months of wasted time, and maybe even saved their entire business before it even got off the ground. That's what data-driven vetting can do.
Now for the third superpower, business intelligence. This is where Accio becomes like your high-level business consultant. It's not just finding you a supplier. It's analyzing your competitors' bad reviews to find gaps in the market. It calculates your profit margins, including tricky stuff like tariffs. It even helps you forecast demand so you can jump on a trend before it's a trend.
Oh, and check this out. This is an amazing bonus. You can literally upload a rough sketch of your product idea. I mean, even a napkin drawing, and the AI transforms it into a professional 3D render and a marketing-ready lifestyle photo. This is a process that can cost thousands and take weeks, and here you can get it done in seconds. It's a game changer.
So when you put all of these pieces together, it paints a really, really clear picture of the choice that's coming for all of us. The future of your business really does come down to this.
And that brings us right back to where we started. You've got two choices. Option one is the old way. Manual guesswork, endless email chains, and all that administrative junk that drains your energy. Or there's option two, upgrading with a tool like Accio and turning sourcing into a creative process, moving way faster and actually scaling with confidence because your decisions are backed by data.
Look, the tools are changing, and the wealth gap of the future isn't going to be about who got lucky, or even who just worked the hardest. It's going to be about who adopted the right tools first. So, as you think about where you want to go, the final question is pretty simple. Which path just sounds smarter to you?